I'm Cole Young, and welcome back to Range Pickers. Thanks to you, the folks at home, we're able to do some pretty cool travel this season. This episode of Range Pickers brings us to Northern Ireland, which is the site of the 2025 Open Championship. Today we're going to be checking out Andrew Morris Golf, just outside of Belfast. We'll also be checking out Mega Golf, which is in Cookston. Per usual, well, not per usual, we're starting the day with 500 US, which actually converts over to about 370 pound. So hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have a pretty cool set of used golf clubs and another pint of Guinness. And we'll be taking these up to Port Stewart Golf Course, specifically the Strand course, which is one of Northern Ireland's top-rated golf courses. This is our first time leaving the country, and we're so excited to see what's in store.
That is roasted.
I'm Cole Young, and this is Range Pickers.
Meh. Morning.
Cole.
How you doing?
Steve. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
No problem at all. No problem at all. What can I do for you today?
Normally we have U.S. cash, but we've got a bit of sterling today
Excellent.
to spend on a used set of golf clubs. I just heard that you have a used selection, so I wanted to check it out. How long have you been in this location?
Yeah, so the shop's been here 15 years. We're 5 or 10 minutes from Lisburn city centre. Again, we're probably 15, 20 minutes from Belfast. So got a good catchment area. We always say a lot of chimney pots, so a lot of people would come visit us, not just from this area, but from different parts of the country and even down in Southern Ireland as well. So
Sure.
a lot of casual golfers coming into golf. I think maybe with the Rory factor happening as well, him winning the Masters, has brought a lot of people that would maybe not necessarily play into golf. So,
Totally.
so the youth section's been demolished over
Yeah.
there a little bit. So.
I feel like seeing Rory win the Masters, getting inspired. Maybe they want to try golf, but don't want to sink their teeth into like a thousand,
membership.
yeah, a membership or like a very expensive golf set. So, testing, used golf clubs from
Perfect,
2, 3, 4 seasons old that, maybe a little easier on the wallet could be a good start to the game.
But it's quite affordable in certain places here as well. So there are memberships that are expensive.
Sure.
But we also have council golf courses or public golf courses where it's affordable to play. So, you can buy a new set of golf clubs fairly inexpensively and just go and play if you want to.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, I have to do the math and the conversion rate, but I think 500 US comes out to about 380 quid.
Sterling?
Can I say quid?
Pounds, quid.
Pounds, quid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of slang terminology.
But yeah, 380 quid to figure out. We've got a golf bag already. I'm mainly just looking for the bag makeup, woods, irons.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Let's go take a peek.
Yeah, why not? Come on, let's go.
I'll follow you. Gosh, look at these. A lot of these irons, even some of the older ones, are in really, really good condition. So do you have most of these refurbished before they get out on the rack, or like?
Yeah, depending on what the head is. So forged heads can't be refurbed due to them being plated, but a lot of the stainless steel stuff, if you look at old Pings or some of the Nike stuff or Callaways, we have a club fitter. He was a club fitter back in the 70s and 80s, had his own store here, would be a big name in Northern Ireland, a guy called Blake Campbell. So he's 86 years old and he's still going.
Wow.
And he does all our repairs. So any reshafts, any extensions, anything that needs to be done, he does it.
Sure.
But he also does the refurbs. So if the grips need replaced, we replace the grips. We'll get them buffed, we'll get them sandblasted. And
I was going to say, I'm just
looking
going
apart,
to hold these up as a demonstration. This is a Callaway Rogue ST set, and then this is a Callaway XR set. But if you just look at the differences in the two, obviously this used to have kind of like a more satin finish like this.
Right. Yep.
But it sounds like Mr. Campbell,
He's very good at what he
he's
does.
very good at what he does.
Yeah. And we always say hands like a surgeon.
Yeah.
So yeah, he knows what he's doing, and he's
The
been around it a
attention
long
to detail,
time.
even like filling in the score lines,
Yeah.
is back to brand new. I had my eye on this the second that I walked in. These old Ping
Some old school
ISTs,
stuff, yep.
yeah. These are cool. So very, very nostalgic head shape. Ping pioneered this kind of look without the ferrule, and quite the radical
You can always tell a ping, can't you?
Yeah.
You can always tell a ping. Even
Yeah.
now, obviously they sort of set them apart from idea.
I'm curious because of Ping being like an American brand, still is
Yeah.
headquartered in Arizona and for a long time was produced in the U.S.
Yep.
Do you feel like Ping, obviously it's changed now, but back in the day, the circulation of product, was it hard to get here?
No, not really. Ping still, again, as you know, still has a massive following. It would be, generally if you've always played Ping, people will still buy Ping and they want to buy Ping. But no, I can remember playing golf back in the day and having a Ping i2 one iron.
Yeah.
So getting hold of stuff wasn't too much of a problem. But again, they've been around for so long and it's still privately owned. And
Yeah. Yeah,
think,
so
as
here
I say,
I'll pull these out as well. This is just an example
yeah,
of the
Being
work that's
refurbed.
being done over here. So this is a Ping i2, which came in a darker, like almost like space gray satin
That's right.
color,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well as the beryllium copper set. I love that you guys have what
Original Ping
appear
grips.
to be original dead stock Ping grips that still have a ton of life to them. Ping was doing really, really cool grips at the time. I don't know if you remember the yellow diamond Chris cut. one as
Vaguely,
well.
yeah, vaguely. Been in golf a long time, but
Yeah.
again, I have to think back to it. But yeah, vaguely. But I obviously remember that grip's been around for a long
These
time
are
as well.
really cool. So I've learned a little bit about how to work on Ping sets in the past. I don't know if it's the same with the irons as it is with the putters, but there's like a bit of danger when having to refinish these because they used to have that ball bearing in the shaft that made it really difficult.
Difficult to remove, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that, again, that's the case, and I know Blake would always say to us it's the hardest job for him to do if we have an old school Ping iron that's snapped at the bottom and he's trying to try and get a shaft out of the head.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
But look, he knows what he's doing, so
Yeah,
he can do
serious.
it. Yeah.
The hands of a surgeon. You
Well,
said.
exactly. Yep.
So that right there
86.
is set 3 through sand wedge, which is always cool to see with the Ping i2s because I mean they were selling them quite often 1 through lob wedge.
Yeah.
So you can get a full set, and I mean it takes up a lot of space in your bag, but what is close to a full set of Ping i2s, that's coming in at 219 pounds.
Yep.
Which is a great price considering like that they are refinished. They've received some tender love and care to bring them
TLC.
back to life.
Yep. In a decent order as well. So,
Yeah. And then these right here are the Ping IST, which I don't know if they're as popular as the i2s, obviously, but those are a bit more pricey at $339. Let's see what else we have down here.
Yeah, I don't know if you're into blades.
I am into blades.
Like some Mizuno's here, 269. Decent set there. What are the MP? My eyes are terrible
Yeah,
here.
look like 58s.
Yeah, 58s or 68s, I think they are. So, again, we had them polished a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to sort of try and take the rough edges off them.
It's amazing what a little fine, steel wool brush or
Can actually do to
anything can
something.
really like
Yeah.
take, even dings and scratches out of clubs. I mean, this is beautiful.
It is, yeah. And again, you're probably looking at something like even DCIs going back at. Got DCIs there. I know that's maybe a bit more cavity back for you, Cole. Your
I like
981s.
those are really cool.
Yeah, the grips maybe probably need a wee bit of work, and they might be a bit longer actually, these than standard, but again, we haven't had those refinished yet. That'll probably be something that we maybe would send to the workship at some point.
Gotcha. And then
busy
will
enough,
the
so-
price increase once it's been refinished?
Potentially, but a lot of the time we try and keep the price as it is really, and
Yeah.
just offer it as part of a service. So,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very
So-
cool. How much are the Titleists?
So they are 149?
149.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the Mizunos are 269.
269, yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel like we're getting an idea as to what we want to do here is in the irons department. We
Yep.
do need to save a bit of budget to just make sure that we're getting a full
bag?
full bag. Yeah. In our last episode, we bought a set of irons that was sand wedged through 2-iron.
Right.
We realized like we probably don't need a fairway wood because we have
You have a 2-iron there?
a 2-iron there. But it was a pretty silly makeup. We had like a putter, the iron set, and then a driver, and just like huge gaps throughout the way.
Yeah, so anything going in high was a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd love to take a look at some of the woods. I'm actually going to hold on to these. These are really cool.
Okay.
These 981s. These come with
I
precision.
think they're the decals maybe
Oh,
sort of on its
maybe
way
these
out
are-
there, but yeah.
I actually can't tell. Is there
No, some of them would be. I don't know if even the decal's gone on them.
I'm not mad at these grips. I kind of like these. Have
I
some
do think they may
leaves
be-
and fruit on them.
They're maybe a fraction long, but
If someone came in here and like
Mm-hmm.
fell in love with the set of irons, but they were over length,
Yep.
would the cutting down process like happen here, or does it have to be sent out?
so we can do it here. Yeah, we probably just, if we can do it here and we have the time to do it, we'll generally trim them and grip them. And the likes of something like you can't save that grip, so if if the grips are good, we can generally inject them off.
Cool.
Put a plug in or remove any material, and then obviously put a new grip back on.
Sure.
So that can be done. Yeah.
Nice.
And again, we got grips for different budgets. So
Yeah.
if you want to look at a grip at
Cool.
tenner, or you want to look at 15 quid, yeah.
I'll hold on to this one. Do you
Okay.
want to take a look at some of the woods
Yep.
and fairway woods? When it comes down to fairway woods, and I do think that there's a trend in new fairway woods that they're super, super low spin because they're
Yeah.
basically trying to make more accurate drivers, or like you've seen with mini drivers. But something like this is super cool, which is the
Yeah.
Nike VR covert. This is a 5-wood, 19 degree, but you're not necessarily looking to get distance out of this.
No,
You're trying to hit
it's
a number and you're trying to hit it
100%.
high, you know? So,
So there's no point if you're laying up before a water hazard or whatever it is. You don't want that thing to go 20 or 30 yards further.
yeah,
So you need to hit a number, like you say. Yeah. So it's an alternative off a tee. It's long par threes into the wind, obviously second shots into par fours or par fives. So
Yeah.
like you say, these spring-loaded faces on some of these woods are okay if you struggle with maybe club head speed, but you know, you want to hit a number. That's what it needs to do.
yeah. I believe someone by the name of Tiger Woods used
Yeah, never heard of him. Yeah, never heard of him.
some 5-woods in his day, especially that Nike covert. There's a lot of, I mean, it's obviously bright cherry red, so it's pretty noticeable on TV, but it's really cool to see. How much was this, by the way? Let's see.
So it's 80,
This is 80
pounds. Yeah.
80 pounds.
Is it a 5-wood or a 3-wood, you thinking?
This is a 5-wood, but if we have the Titleist in mind, that goes down to a 4-iron.
Yep. So I do have another set of Titleists behind
Okay.
the counter. If I can bring them over, you can have a look at it
Yeah,
if you want to.
yeah. I would love to take a look.
Remember these?
Wow, holy cow.
Yep.
Those are very cool.
Yeah, so I remember these when they were launched many moons ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 962Bs, DCIs, so again, nice head. We've had the head refurbed as well. Probably original grips on them as well.
Unbelievable.
And S300, so everything's in great order.
I would bet you could sell these for a pretty penny to David Duval or DL3 even. They've probably never even seen some in this good a condition. I feel like that. I mean, that is the beauty of club refurbishment. You can even
Yeah, you can turn a rough-looking head into something like that, which is great.
yeah. These 962Bs did at the time have a very dull finish. I remember they
Do
were
you remember?
like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I mean, kind of reminiscent to this, really.
The DCIs, all that range had quite like that sort of dull finish to them.
Yeah.
I think it was the DCI, and then you had the 962 and the 962B obviously
Yeah.
came then as well. So
These are such a cool head. So obviously the original corded rib grip from Titleist. We have the dynamic gold S300s in these. And this is a full 3
yeah, it's a 3-iron as well. So
Yeah.
yep, so
Very
good
cool.
3-iron as well. You probably shave with that. So
What
sure, so-
what are we asking for this set right
So
here?
they're 199.
199. Wow. That's not bad at
It's all right. Yep. For something that's still in that order.
Yeah. Wow, okay. All right. How much for the other DCIs? What
So we were 149 for those. Again, they were to sandwich. There's no sandwich with that. But
Gotcha. But that doesn't have a 3.
no, that's right. So that could
Okay.
take the hybrid out of the equation.
Okay, I want to hold on to both of these
Okay,
sets. I
so
feel
I'm
like
gonna-
we've purchased 962Bs on the show before, but they haven't been these. These are really, really cool. I am curious if we do some bundling, would you be open to working on that?
Negotiations? Yeah,
Negotiations?
we'll have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I might put these back then. Are these for sale? These are
You've
for
been
sale.
yeah, they are for sale. Yep, yep. So they're just upstairs, and
Okay.
yeah, we just didn't have enough room. to
You're
put them
hiding
in.
all the good stuff.
Oh, exactly. You have to. Under lock and key.
If we are going to be spending a bit more on the irons, are there? So we've got, you know, fairway woods that range kind of in the like 2 to 5 years old. Are there any like older ones that we could look at that are maybe more price friendly?
Well, depending on, I mean, you can go back a long way here.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that in
see these.
Hawkeye. I
Yeah.
remember those at the time were.
Nice little bore through hosel action right
that's
there.
right. So again, when you go back,
Wow, that's
975F,
EI70.
EI70, there's one there. 20
There you
pounds.
go. Wow.
1999. So again, remember when that was launched? Sort of pretty groundbreaking in Fairway woods. So
I think I see something. This one's really cool.
V-steel.
The V-steel,
Yep.
but it is a head that didn't get circulated in the US very much. So we had a completely different hull, different sole, different badge. I remember
Okay.
this one didn't have, the ones in the States didn't have V-steel on it. It just had the V pointing in one direction on it.
Right, didn't know that.
This thing is pretty cool. I mean, V-steel is just like a classic. This appears to be a bit shallower of a head than the ones that we had stateside.
Right, okay.
But this one right here looks to be 50 pounds.
We can maybe look at something for you on that one.
Yeah. Let's see, we've got a regular flex graphite shaft. That might be a little light. It is just like such a cool looking head. I do love these 975s. They do tend to be pretty draw biased. I feel like,
Okay.
remember the PTs of that era? They
Yeah,
were
yeah,
like the
yeah.
really, really tiny ones. They were like, you know,
Steel
you could
shafts.
bend them wide open. But you know, maybe we're putting together kind of like a theme here. With,
Titleist, yeah.
Yeah.
Old school
Yeah, yeah.
Titleist.
What else do we have in here? I do like this. I think that this might be a little hard to get into just because of the shaft.
Yep.
This one's also very cool. Speaking of Henrik Stenson, I don't know, this wasn't the exact model that he had, but he did play
Something like that, yeah. I can't think what the
X-Hot.
Fairway would.
for maybe like 15 years or something. And it wasn't until that Diablo Octane came out that he like switched.
That's right.
But
That's
he was
right.
always
the Octane, he had that for a long time.
always
as
a
well.
Graphalloy
Yeah,
Pro
Graphalloy Blue, yeah.
guy. This one's really cool. So this is a Fujikura Tour Platform Series. This appears to be stiff 350 tip. I've tried to reshaft these before. These little
ball
ferrules are
throughs,
a pain in the ass. But these are really cool. This is a 15-degree tour head. What I do like about this is this little port right here.
Yeah,
So
you
this
can
port is
inject
for
stuff into it.
hot melt.
That's right, yeah.
As a lot of people on tour before the development of like adjustment tips, the hosel that you could change the loft and the line and everything, the only way to get a head to kind of have a draw bias or fade bias was with glue,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
that's right.
this port right here offered a little spot to drill through
Inject
and
it in.
inject the glue
That's right,
and,
yeah, to
and get
change
it
the
to,
characteristics of it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This one right here is 50 pounds. And I don't know, I might like this one better than the Titleist, to be
Titleist?
honest with you. This thing is really, really cool. I do
It's
like
stiff as
the
well, so.
shaft in this one. The grip maybe could use a little
Oh, we
refurbishing.
could put a
Ooh.
grip on there for you. I know there's
you-
maybe a
did
little
you
bit of glue left in there.
Let's see if we can hold that close to the mic. There's a little roll of epoxy in there.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe, just maybe, if we did pick this up and we wanted to switch the grip out,
No
while
problems.
the grip's off, we get the
We can get
epoxy
that out as well. No
Okay.
issues at all. Can be done.
Alrighty.
So drivers, you said about G15. Remember the i15?
Yeah, I-15 was pretty hard to hit
Yeah.
at the time. So
It
that
was. So there's something like that. The
Yeah.
crown is in really good condition. So when we look at something like that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
this head always reminds me of Louis Oosthuizen winning the Open. He played
it is, yeah.
played something very similar to this. This is a really cool head. So this is a Ping I-15 driver. One of the earlier heads that featured the PVD black finish. I think people were still trying to work out like how to keep the black finish on the club at the time. This is 130 pounds. We are starting to get awfully close to our budget.
Maximum budget.
Yeah. So I am wondering if we can maximize the potential in this store. I think the irons are going to be the champion of the bag. So if you don't mind, I'd just take one more last loop around and double check and make sure we didn't leave anything on the cutting room floor and see what we got. But
No problems at all.
yeah.
I'll work a price out for you.
Yeah, if it's all right with you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Amazing shop, amazing knowledge. It's cool to hear that Northern Ireland's a small place. It's nice knowing that everybody kind of knows each other.
Yep, which is great, especially in golf circles as well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
We found, well, we didn't find, you were hiding these for us. It was meant to be.
Lock and key.
It's kismet. These are a really, really cool set of Titleist 962B irons. Standard everything. We got S300 shafts. We've got the stock grips on them, but these are fairly special. These are, you know, corded, vintage.
Right. Vintage grips and
tour
still
wrap
good
grips.
order as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, in good condition.
And these have been refinished. I think this is the first time we've purchased a refinished set of irons before. Oftentimes we're buying pretty dinged up ones and then we take it to our shop and do our best to fix them up, but these were done by the hands of a magician. So it's good to see that these are in beautiful condition. These are 199 pounds. And then, so that is a 3-through pitching wedge set. So that's a lot of the set that's taken care of. We also found this really cool Callaway X Hot Tour fairway wood. This is a 15 degree, and we were able to
Stick a new
put
grip
a
on
fresh new grip on it.
That's right.
We got the epoxy rolling around out of there.
And we Callaway grip as well. We'll stick a Callaway
Oh,
grip on
perfect.
there for you, so
Amazing. Thank you.
no problems.
This is going to be a Fujikura Tour Platform stiff flex shaft, and this is coming in at 50 pounds. By my math, it's looking like it's going to come out to around 250, and I'm wondering if you'd be willing to make a deal with us. Could you come down to 200?
I think we can do a deal for £200.
Okay.
Yeah, no problems at all.
In that case, I'd love to get these from
Okay.
you. Pleasure doing business with
You
you.
too
Thank
as
you
well,
so much
Cole.
for having us.
No problems at all.
All right, that is 200
Thank you very
for
much,
you.
Cole.
It's a pleasure
Appreciate
doing
it.
business. Thank you again.
Good luck
Will
and
do.
enjoy your golf.
Yeah, we'll have to report back on
Please
how we do
do.
with
Let us
these.
know how you're
We're-
getting on, and
Yeah, we're gonna take these to Port Stewart, and hopefully
shoot
the
some good
wind
numbers.
stays down and,
the rain stays off.
rain stays off.
Brilliant.
Alrighty, take care.
Thanks
Thank you so
Cole.
much.
Good to
Bye-bye.
meet you. Thank you.
Hey,
Hey,
how's
how's it
things?
going? I'm Cole.
Mark, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, no problem. More than welcome.
Happy to be in Cookston
Yeah.
at Mega Golf.
It's where about Darren Clark grew up about 15 minutes from here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so he's only 15 minutes away.
Wow.
So
Living legend.
yeah, we sort of say he's Cookstown, but
Yeah.
he's not really, but we try and claim him as
Sure,
Cookstown.
sure. Tell me a little bit about the shop.
We only moved in here last September. We done a lot online. A lot of our business was online. I started in the shed in the house.
Okay.
And then I moved into a storage container. And then
Nice.
we moved into here last September, so not even a year yet. So
Wow, congratulations.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
And here it's good, so it is. There's nowhere else really around
Yeah.
Cookstown that does it, so
Looks like you have an amazing amount of inventory. There's got to be some semblance of golfers.
and this is us low in stock at the minute.
Yeah.
McIlroy won the Masters,
Yeah.
and everyone's went crazy for
what
golf.
everyone's saying.
And a bit of good weather over here, which we don't usually get.
Yeah.
And it's been a good recipe for golf, so it has.
Are these all like on consignment, or people trading in, or
Yeah,
like
so
how do you get most of your
we have a
clubs?
couple of suppliers. We deal with them. They're mainly golf shops. But most people that come in here are coming in, buying a putter, and just trading their old putter in.
Gotcha.
Same as a driver, same as irons. And I mean, this week we've probably took in 30 sets of irons.
Oh wow.
30 drivers, 30 putters. So it's just a rolling, and it's nearly, if we have 20 things out the door in one day, there's at least 20 coming back in.
Yeah.
So and then we've a form in the website, people fill it in.
Yeah.
Just want to sell their clubs. after a
Sweet.
bad round and just blame the clubs and sell them to us.
Yeah, 'cause it wasn't them.
Yeah, it's a good excuse, so
Yeah.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Awesome. So we're in the market for a putter,
Yeah.
a driver.
Yep.
And if you have a wedge or two, that's great. But we've only got
Perfect.
about 170 quid to
Yeah.
play with. So
We'll make it work, so we'll yeah.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
get sorted.
I guess we'll start with the putters.
Yeah.
You have a ton here.
Yeah.
And you keep them all in the head covers, which is
Yeah.
nice because typically people don't.
Yeah.
They get all dinged up.
Yeah, so we like to keep them in the head covers, and it's nearly head covers that catch people's eyes as well, and
Yeah.
it's usually that bag that catches
Yeah.
most eyes is the Scotty Camerons. And do you have any preference on the putter head?
Typically blade.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't keep us from searching around. I thought this was interesting considering the head cover, and you pulled this out, which is like
if you like a blade, but
Yeah.
that's like a 1-iron.
Truly, yeah.
That's a John Ladders from 1973.
and look how long the grip is on this thing.
That's so it's antique.
Yeah.
Is
I just wanted to show everybody this thing because these are crazy. This is a Scotty Cameron Detour.
yep.
It is one of the wildest head covers
Yeah.
that they ever made, and it's just funny to bring up considering all the buzz around zero
Yeah.
torque putters right now,
Yeah,
the
true,
lab
yeah.
putters, and how they're all center shafted,
Yep.
and the idea is to have a straight back and
Yeah.
straight forward stroke. But as you see here, the Detour
Yeah.
is literally the complete opposite
Yeah.
of that. It is a putter meant to encourage a gate or like a kind of a sweeping
Yeah.
arc. This one is the steel or the center shafted version, and it's got a bit of a tail on it. Which a bit, yeah.
A big tail.
Yeah, there were two versions of
Yeah.
them. One had the stubby one. This is the long version of it. And I think when people think of Scotty Cameron, they're just thinking of like a super classic, ping answer style
Yep,
putter.
exactly.
And this was certainly radical for the time. Interesting little dot here too, kind of like the Seymour putters
Yeah.
where you have to hide that.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little bit out of our budget. Let's see
Yeah.
what you have it priced at
So,
here. It's going to be $140. There's another one right there that doesn't have
Yeah.
the head cover. It's probably
No, it's probably is just a wee bit out of our budget.
Yeah.
But it's cool to take
it's
a look
still
at
just
it.
a cool
Yeah.
look. Let me take a look at this
Yes.
John Letters actually.
Yeah.
So this thing's
It's-
pretty cool.
It's ancient. So it is. We took a couple of them in, and surprisingly, like them putters are, I think, 30, 40 pound.
Yeah.
And it's nearly just a collector's item at this stage.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine actually putting with them.
Well, it's not like the greens out at Port Stewart
Yeah.
are lightning fast.
Yeah.
It's very traditional Northern
Yeah.
Ireland link style courses where, they get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
They get a lot of wind. I think the elements, and there's no trees to kind of
Yeah.
like protect the greens. So they have to have the greens running a little
Yeah.
shaggier.
Yeah.
And not to say that they're in bad condition. I think they're great condition.
Yeah.
But to really have an authentic link style kind of experience,
Yeah.
putting with something like this could be a good idea.
That's what I was thinking. And I think you might like this, a wee Nike Classic.
Yeah.
The Everclear.
Yeah, the
is-
Nike Everclear. So that even has like the Nike swoosh,
Yeah.
almost like frozen in
Yeah.
the insert, which is a really cool
It's-
look. I don't really remember that many Everclear putters. There was another one
Yeah,
that
I
had
think
that.
they've done a couple of models in it.
Yeah. There was the one that was unitized, if you remember. So
The big.
almost. The unitized ones didn't have a shaft. It was,
what
this one
one's
right
it?
here.
It's a left-handed. That's why it's not in these bags.
Yeah.
Was that the one?
Yeah, so the head and the shaft are one piece.
Oh yeah, I
It's
get
really
you.
crazy. So it's this one's a little different. The unitized was cool. The Everclear was cool. There was also one that was green on top to make it blend in with the putting green,
Yeah.
so you could only see the sight lines. How much is this one?
That one's at £70.
Gotcha.
You'll be talking a wee bit. We can move a wee bit on the prices.
Okay.
And it's 34-inch.
Okay.
Let me see what else.
This one's a really cool head cover. I don't know what's in it, but
It's just a classic even rule, ER2.
okay, gotcha.
That's some of the head covers.
But that's the beauty of the head cover. You're getting people
yeah.
looking at them
Yep,
just because of
just
like
because
I
of the
wouldn't
head cover.
if I saw this without the head cover, I might not
you
pick
wouldn't
it
look
up,
at it.
You know?
The even rules are popular with us, and I mean, the most popular is the labs.
Yeah.
We get them in, we put them on the website, and none of them have lasted longer than 2 hours on the
that
website.
right?
Just gone, just
You know
sold.
what's crazy about it? Because I do think that in order to like properly buy a lab putter,
Yeah.
you have to do the online
Yeah.
fitting. You send this video of
Yep.
you like up against a wall or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get it and you didn't have a chance to demo it.
Yeah.
So the turnover of lab putters is
Yeah.
pretty high.
Yeah.
But that just means that the secondhand market for lab putters is like really popular.
That's
so,
it. That's
yeah. So good on you for bringing them in.
But they are most popular, so they are.
Yeah. Here, I'll put this one back.
Yeah,
that's,
go
that's
ahead.
also going to be out of our price range. Excuse
see
me.
What else we have?
What is Smithworks?
Smithworks? That's a roll. So Smithworks is a brand over here.
Okay.
Their wedges are pretty popular.
Okay.
And I've never actually seen any drivers, irons, and that's the first putter I've seen. It's actually quite a cool putter.
Smithworks. There's so many like brands and clubs that maybe don't get much circulation
Yeah.
in the U.S., which is cool to see.
And it's the
Oh,
same
wow.
over here. Yeah. How cool is that?
Super cool. So 2-piece construction. You know, the Olsen putters are starting to do something like this too,
Yeah.
where they can kind of customize the back. So they'll
Yeah.
have a 1-piece on the front, and then you can change it to like
Yeah.
be a. This one's like a Laguna style. There's probably a B60 version of it.
It's a
Very
really
cool.
nice putter. And again, you were saying about that not knowing about that in America.
Yeah.
These Bettinardi over here doesn't sell.
Really?
Doesn't sell
No
at
kidding.
all over here. Like I would say we've had that putter a year and a half, 2 years maybe. It's just not popular. It's one of the BB ones.
That one's really cool, man.
Yeah. And they just don't sell over here. It just hasn't translated over here.
Maybe that's a hot tip for expats then. If you are
Yeah.
missing Bettinardi from the States,
Call
come
over here and you'll get them.
get a good price on
It's-
one. Yeah, this one's such a good looking putter. But like this in the State, how much is it here?
It's $199.
$199, so probably like, what's that, $225 US, $230 US?
Maybe a wee bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably fetching a little bit more than that in the
Yeah.
US, I suppose, so.
And the Nike irons in the US are real popular, aren't they?
Very much so.
The
yeah.
Vaporfly Pro especially, the black version, isn't
yeah.
it?
Just because Brooks
Is-
Koepka still plays that
Yeah,
1-3
that's right,
iron.
yeah.
Yeah.
And does Tony Finau maybe have one of them as
Yeah.
well? Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does, doesn't he?
Yeah,
There's an Odyssey one there.
There you go.
Nice super stroke grip on it.
very nice.
It's the white ice. I think they came in 11 different heads.
Yeah.
And that's the 6th number.
Yeah, this is cool. This has got a little like bat wing, like sharp edges shape to it, but also has those 2 racing stripes on top, which is good for alignment.
Yeah.
How much is this one?
That's going to be the same as the Nike.
Nike.
So you're talking £60 on either of them.
Okay. Give this back to
Is-
you. All right. I think I see the price range that
Yeah.
we need to be in for the putter. It really just depends on the driver
driver.
and the wedge. So
Yeah.
maybe we bookmark these for a second.
Perfect. We set them to the side and we can come back to them.
Okay, and then we'll come back to them. I actually am going to set them up here.
Yeah,
if you
perfect.
don't- If you don't mind.
Not a problem.
Come back to those in a bit. Was there another Iron Master just like this for the same price? I think I saw this one.
Yes. Is it the George Nichols? Yeah, it's the George Nichols.
And that one's what?
John Letters, I think.
Or
Yeah.
how much? This one's 30. How's that one?
That one's 40.
Gotcha. Man, see this one?
Is-
This
yeah.
one's got like a
better
newer
grip on it.
grip. Wow, very cool.
It's
Oh, this one's awesome.
I always just think they look so like a 1-iron. They're that small.
I mean, the markings on this one is really cool. So, there's even this hand or the palm doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is pretty sure in the logo of Port Stewart too. Is that like
Yes,
a certain?
that's-
Do you
so
know?
that's-
What's the significance of
That's
that?
Ulster, like the red hand of Ulster. That's to do with Ireland, basically.
Okay, very nice.
So that's not a bad. That's a good way.
Yeah, more of a souvenir
Yeah.
than a
Yeah.
a putter, you know. Do you mind if I roll one
No,
with this
yeah,
real quick?
roll a couple. No one has ever landed it on the hole dead in the shop, ever.
Ever.
I'll give you 3 goes if you can land that dead on the hole. If you
Okay.
land that dead on the hole, it's yours.
Okay. That's way too hot. Please bite. Sit.
It's not bad. Right, with 2 more goes and the putter's yours.
I feel like the pace is all right.
Yeah, your pace has been good. Most people, it runs around the floor.
That's
Not
got to get on your
gonna be
horse. Go!
bad either. Right, 1 more go.
Have you done it?
No,
Really?
no. Has he hit it too hard?
At least that one went in.
Yeah, that one, on a green, that one drops, so it does.
Okay, this one, let's put the other one back. This is definitely the one that
Yeah.
we want to go with.
I think
This is
we put the
super
there it
cool.
is.
What was the name of the palm again?
For over here,
This guy,
the Hand of Ulster.
the Hand of Ulster.
Yeah, and that's associated with Ireland.
Very cool. Okay, so just to recap, this is a George
Nichols.
Nichols,
1974.
1974.
Yeah.
Very, very reminiscent of just like a standard
Yeah.
Iron Master, 1-iron,
Yep.
low lofted putter. Again, more of a souvenir than a
It's
than
and
a
the wee
putter.
hand on it's nice as well. So
Yeah.
it is.
Awesome. Okay, well this is bookmarked.
Yeah, it's a
So
it's a
we're
good
at
option.
170 minus the 40.
30.
30.
30. Yeah.
Okay, 30.
Leaves 140.
140.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe, just maybe, find a sand wedge for 40.
Yeah.
And then we have about 100 to play with.
for
on
the driver.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is the first one that's looking at me.
That is
The-
also the first one that's looking at
Yeah.
me. You mentioned
it's sitting there.
Finau.
Yeah.
You mentioned I mentioned Brooks Koepka,
Yeah.
and now I'm thinking about Tommy Fleetwood
Yeah. Fleetwood is right.
playing. This is a Nike Vaporfly driver. This is 2016.
Yeah, that's right.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Nike coming out with a loft sleeve that could go anywhere from 8.5 to 12.5 in
Yeah.
loft, and then you had the left, right, and neutral options. This one is 99.
Yeah. What shaft's in it? The Tensei Blue.
Tensei Blue. This is going to be 50 grams
It's
stiff
light.
flex. It is, but we could tune it down with the loft sleeve
Yeah,
right there
that's
and
it,
kind of
yeah.
get away with it.
I wonder, do you remember this snake driver? If you don't remember it, you'll remember the sound of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
The
This
SQ
Nike
Sumo.
Sasquatch.
Look at that.
Whoa,
It's
this thing's
it's left-handed.
This thing's brand new.
I know.
Has it ever been hit?
It came from a guy, he had 2 of them, and he says he had never hit them, and he bought them, I don't know the year of that off the top of my head. I would guess 2008 maybe,
Yeah.
in around that. And he bought them back then, and he never, you can hear it already.
Sounds like a Coke can.
Yeah, he never used them, and he sold them to us at the start of this year.
Man, I wish I was left-handed. Wow.
That's-
I don't know how many of these are in this
Still-
condition.
Yeah, it's very little, and I mean on that is £70.
Yeah.
In that condition
That's insane.
isn't it?
I mean, so this era of Nike
Yeah,
was cool. I think obviously the trend of square
Yeah.
heads kind of came and went.
yeah,
There was triangle drivers of
Yeah,
that era as
that's-
well.
yeah.
TaylorMade R7 Limited was cool.
yeah,
The ones that stuck out were this era Sasquatch Fairway woods.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods used
That's right, yeah.
the Sasquatch 2, 3, and 5 wood for a
Yeah.
lot of those really cool victories. Wow, that is.
yeah. Drivers have changed. You
Do
remember
sell,
the sound?
Do you sell earplugs?
Yeah.
With it? You should.
But
Very
yeah,
cool.
the Nike Vaporfly is an option for us.
I like that.
It's
This one caught my eye too.
the
They
Cleveland
kind of
Classic.
they kind of always do. We've never pulled the trigger on this club, but you know, like going back into that whole nostalgia thing
Yeah.
where we're trying to put together a cool set of golf
Yeah.
clubs for a lower price point. This is a good mix of
Yeah.
newer technology, but also a very vintage feel. This is 70 pounds.
That's not bad.
This is the Cleveland Classic driver. Actually, this is the good model. So this came in 2 versions, a 290 and then a 270.
Yeah.
290 is the heavier one, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also the one probably more preferred by the better player. Obviously meant to look like an old persimmon wood.
Yep.
Super, super deep face. This one's in great condition.
It's great. I just see one wee small mark.
Yeah.
And apart from that, you wouldn't think it's seen a golf ball.
You won't even see that.
And what shaft's in that?
This one's a funny one. So all these Cleveland's always had the Miyazaki
Correct,
shafts.
yeah.
So these were, I mean, high performance shafts, but they always made like a 4 Cleveland version of it,
Yeah.
right? So this one's 43 grams, which is extremely light.
That's senior.
Stiff flex shafts, but I don't know if you remember the Titleist 975D drivers.
Yes, we had one of them. Do we still?
So they had 2 versions of them. There was one where the loft was not underlined.
Yeah.
And there was one where the loft was underlined.
Yeah.
The underlined one, I believe, was heavier.
Yeah.
And so you could put a lighter shaft in it. It was all like a
Oh, yeah, I
swing weighting
get you,
mechanism,
yeah.
right? So this one, because it's the heavier head, the 290, I think that's why they put the lighter
Yeah,
shaft in
that
it.
makes more sense.
It's in really, really good shape.
Yeah,
I think
isn't it? It's a nice deep head on it.
between these two would be super cool. This is how you get me. I think you just have nailed it with the head covers. I'm just curious. I'd have no idea what this is.
The only reason the head covers be on is we just wouldn't have enough room to store them. The nice
Yeah.
LST G430.
Super nice. All these clubs are in really good condition, obviously, because the head covers are on them.
Every club comes in as well. That was me mum was in earlier.
Yeah.
Every club was in. It's down in that kitchen and it's cleaned
Yeah.
regardless of condition.
Amazing. All right, well, so if we've got, what did we say, 140?
Yeah, 140 left for driver and wedge.
Then if we're looking at 70 pound for the driver here, that leaves us even more room to get maybe 2 wedges instead of 1.
Yeah.
Because we do stop at a pitching wedge in the iron set. So we'd be looking for something maybe like a 54 and a 58.
Yeah.
So are the wedges over here? I can follow you over there.
The wedges be over here. So we're roughly looking at 40 pound a wedge, really.
Yeah.
And the first sort of, we've got a Ping Glide Gorge,
Yeah.
the 54 degree.
Very nice.
Is a bit of an older Ping model.
This one's still got a ton of life in the grooves, though. That's super nice.
That's we're sort of fussy when we take in our wedges.
Yeah.
Because the grooves have to be.
Who's doing all the judgment? Is that you?
Falls on me, so it does.
Okay.
And
So you have
can have a lot
keen
of
eye.
unhappy people coming in to sell their wedges, but you just have to explain that that's what happens. So it is.
Yeah. Okay. So this is 50.
Yeah.
And then what's this one right here?
This one is 40. It's just the same option as that one. It's a Rife. Have you guys?
Oh
heard of
yeah.
Rife?
Yeah.
It's the RX7 and it's a 52 degree.
I've actually never seen a Rife wedge before. I've seen plenty of putters.
Yeah. The putters are popular.
Yeah. Super cool. Oh wow, full face grooves.
Yeah,
This is
the
newer
full
then, huh?
face grooves. Yeah, I would say that's maybe last year, the year before's model.
I kind of like how flat that is. It's cool toe shape. This is something definitely I'm more like familiar with.
Yeah. Well, that's a couple of options for that sort of 52,
Okay, let's
54.
bookmark those, and then something in the 58 range.
Well, here's a cool one for you.
Yeah. Oh, the heavy.
Look at the grip with
my
the heavy,
God.
the 60 degree.
This is from. Yeah. Bochatti.
Yeah.
Bochari
I
golf.
didn't even want to try pronounce that.
Bochatti. This is interesting. So I think this brand started making putters.
Yeah.
First and foremost, and they were like really, they were called the heavy putter.
Yeah.
Just to help you slow down the tempo. And
Yeah.
Get
I've
rid of
seen
any
one
whip.
of the putters.
Yeah. But this is a 60 degree.
Yeah.
And then
with
it comes
a big
with,
jumbo DeChambeau grip.
which is funny because if you have a heavy head
Yeah.
and then you put a heavy grip on it, it
Yep.
cancels out
Exactly.
the swing weight, so it
Yep.
completely defeats the purpose of having a heavy wedge. I don't know how anybody with these grips like pulls the clubs out of their golf bag.
Yeah,
You
true.
pull one
yeah.
out, you get like
they're all jammed.
all 14 of them. But that is a good head shape. That does look a lot like the Vokeys. And then you've got the 54,
Yeah, so ideally we're looking in and around the 58.
I do like this one right here. This is a classic. This is.
Oh yeah, just in this morning.
Oh, really?
Just in, literally
So
this
we'd
morning.
be able to tell from the tag.
Yeah.
So this is a TaylorMade rack, 60 degree, 12 degrees of balance.
Which is what we sort of were talking about.
Yep, there's still a lot of heel and full heel toe
Yeah.
and back relief. So I mean, on tight lies, we'd still be able to open this up,
Yep.
but it does have a wider balance that would get through the sandy bunkers here. And then you've got a 54, which we don't need to worry too much about the grind as much. But this is a wide sole version as well. We're not going to be opening this one up on the tight turf, but in a bunker, like a longer bunker, that could be good. So this together is 80.
90.
90.
Yeah.
90. So
We can do a deal.
okay. I
It's-
was gonna say if we can bundle some stuff together,
Yeah.
maybe we can get a deal.
We can bundle. Although I would say you've probably picked.
The only other one was maybe that Callaway Jaws, but I feel like that's more expensive, no?
No, £40. It's 60 degree. So same as the TaylorMade, same
Yeah.
price.
Probably just like the grooves aren't necessarily as
Yeah.
fresh as these. So for the price, I think we'd probably go with the TaylorMade, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And them TaylorMade, the RAC irons are one of our most popular selling irons.
Yeah.
The RAC, the oversized, the OS.
Yep.
I mean, they come in at, and that's back when it was full golf sets.
Yeah.
3 to pitch the sandwich, £150.
Yeah.
And they just, I think we sold something like 7 or 8 sets of them this year
Wow.
alone.
Rack,
Is-
LT, OS.
Yes, you have the LT, the wee yellow one, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
Is-
I like my rack coin forged irons at home. This would actually fit that set pretty nicely. All right, I think we're all set. I feel pretty happy with what we've got. My last question to you
Yeah.
was, I see these right here.
I knew you have a good eye. I knew you wanted to get a look at them.
These are nothing we haven't seen on this show before. The
Yeah.
Ping IST lacquer fairway woods.
Yeah.
But you never see them with the original head covers.
Yeah. I can't remember what the condition's like.
So cool.
That is, wow. That's,
I think.
I don't think I could hit it.
Well, you always see these with the steel shafts. This is nice that it has the old
graphite.
TFCs in them.
Is
Is that a driver?
yes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's the driver in it.
How much are both of them?
Both of them are £70 for the two of them. Is he sort of maybe thinking about swapping out the Cleveland? Yeah, same price as the Cleveland for both of them. Is
And it comes with the head covers.
comes with the head covers, the classic.
I mean, because those head covers are way cooler than this head cover.
Yeah, it's
I don't mean to be like so swayed by like a.
shiny gold colors
I know.
and red head covers.
The only problem with these is that we would have to go find a Tor Bellata to go play golf with. We can't play any of the new balls with these.
Yeah,
But you know what? I don't know. I might have to just get them just for the head covers.
yeah, just that they have the original head covers on them.
Do you have any golf balls that would be soft enough? Do you
We
sell
can go
like
digging.
Callaway? I
Yeah.
think the super soft ones are probably the same compression.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll just have to run down to the back and I'll grab them out here if that's okay.
Yeah, please. I'm gonna put this one back. I think we should buy these. They're the right stiffness. If I hit these bad, at least I'll have an excuse. Driver, the 3 wood, then we have this 5 wood. These things are so sick. Yeah, Mark, I think we got to do it.
Yeah, you like them?
I do.
I'm trying to just find you now. The super softs are soft. How many do you need for Port Stewart? 1 would do you around Port Stewart, wouldn't it?
Jesus, I don't know about that.
Is chrome soft. Yeah, there's enough here for you, so there is. So if you do want to go for the Ping ones,
Yeah.
we've got the balls.
Okay. I think we should.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're cool.
covers are so cool. All right, let's go do some math.
Yeah.
How about that?
And let's see where we're at.
Take these up there.
These are the putters that didn't make the cut.
Yep, we're leaving
Nike
those.
and the Odyssey.
We're leaving those because we found this George Nichols Iron Master like blade style putter, heel shafted. This is a very, very cool. Remind me the name of the palm.
The Red Hand of Ulster,
The Red Hand of Ulster.
which is a saying for Ireland.
And this is going to come home with us for the price of £40, but we did maybe work on that a little bit.
Yeah, we can work on it.
Okay, so let's just say that's 30 for now.
Yeah, it could have been for free if
I
you
know.
had rolled your putt
I
a
know.
wee bit slower.
I know. We found these buttes. These are the Ping IST Tour from Karsten. We've got the driver and the 5-wood. I'm not 1,000% sold on the clubs, but I am 2,000% sold on the head covers.
The head covers have sold it for you.
Absolutely. So now that these are 70,
Yeah. That takes us down to 70.
Yep, and that leaves us room for these guys right here. So these are going to be our wedge makeup because our iron set, the Titleists end at a pitching wedge. We think they're a weaker set.
Yeah.
About 47 degrees. So we want to fill the gaps with this 54-degree wide bounce gorge wedge.
Yeah.
Gorge glide wedge, rather. This is 54 degrees. We chose this bounce because we wanted a little more help out of the bunkers here. And then to offset that, we chose the 60-degree in this TaylorMade rack wedge with 12 degrees of bounce.
Yeah.
Still plenty of bounce to get out of the bunkers, but it does have a little bit of that relief on the heel. So that should be good for some of the tight lies around the greens. Although, I could learn a thing or two about chipping around here.
Why?
I mean, I might be chipping with an 8-iron, I might be chipping with a hybrid, I might be putting it, so.
I'm an 8-iron bump and run.
Yeah.
60 degrees scare me. So I'm an 8-iron bump and run, play it like a putt, and get it anywhere close.
Especially with the wind. So, I think that brings us to exactly 170, no?
It brings us to 190, and I'm happy to do 170 on
Yeah?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Alrighty, Mark.
That's what we do. Do you know if people's in taking a couple of clubs, you look after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 60 and 70 right there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
enjoy
having
the
us.
clubs.
Appreciate it. We cannot wait to.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of you getting to play Port Stewart tomorrow.
We'll report back.
Yeah.
I'll send a video of me having like a 150-yard wedge or a putt with this thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much
Here,
for your
listen,
time.
thank you. Really
Appreciate
enjoyed it. Thank
All
you.
right. Take care. We are here at Port Stewart Golf Club. This is the Strand course. It is one of the top-rated courses in Northern Ireland. Another pinch me moment. Not really sure how we keep getting out of these nice courses, but just lucky, I guess. We had a great time yesterday. We actually hit our budget right on the head. Picked up these pretty cool persimmon. Well, actually, I don't know if these are like pure persimmon. We got to do some more research on these, but these are the Ping IST Tour. We picked up the driver and the 5-wood. We were mainly interested in the head covers. We know Mark over at Mega Golf is pretty smart to put the head covers on all the golf clubs because they are in nicer condition, but also a little bit of eye candy. So we got tricked into buying these. But another important thing when playing these persimmon woods, I know that the modern golf ball keeps getting more and more firm. So it's kind of fun to go back and try to find some Tour Bellata golf balls or something softer like a wound golf ball. The only thing that we could find were the Callaway Super Softs. I feel like that's the softest compression, so we're gonna give it a go. This is the 13th hole at the Strand course at Port Stewart Golf Club. It is a par 5, fairly narrow stretch. You've got some beautiful water on the right. We're gonna try to avoid that. On the left side, we have the native area, which is pretty tall fescue. So yeah, let's give it a rip. Nothing beats the sound and feel of a persimmon wood. It went a little left. We hit that 241 in the air. That's 253 on the ground. Pretty good numbers, honestly. 2,000 RPMs a spin. The softer the golf ball, the less spin it has, basically. So that is supposed to be higher launch, kind of more of a knuckleball. Obviously, hitting with full score lines on the face is meant to generate more spin. That one started on our target line, but it kind of just dove to the left. I think it is findable, but I would like to hit maybe one more. Same exact spot. Felt like we hit a little more up on that. We got the ball to launch a bit. Obviously here we're in a bit more of the elements than we are normally at home. So that was 234 in the air, 242 on the ground. Because we hit up on it so much more, it was an extra like 1,300 RPMs a spin. That was 3,350 RPMs a spin. Probably good for carry numbers and like that last little bit of the descent angle for the golf ball. Helps it stay online, but overall pretty good. It feels really good, so I'm hyped on these. So, the drive, not bad. We caught a friendly bounce off the fescue here. I've spent enough of my time in this on this trip, so luckily we found just like the first cut of the rough. We have 251 left to the hole on this par 5, and we have a little helping wind. So I think I'm gonna try to scoot this 3-wood up there. This is from Andrew Morris Golf Shop. This is a Callaway X Hot Tour, 15 degree. We're channeling a little bit of Henrik Stenson here. Just any like really cool Callaway fairway wood that has like this kind of unique pebble shape on the top. We picked this up for 50 quid. I feel like the condition of it could have been better, honestly, but we were really just kind of buying this because we like the shape of it, and we needed to fill a gap in the bag with a 3-wood. So let's give it a rip. There are some pot bunkers up there. Hopefully we can avoid them, although for the sake of the show, it'd be nice to show off our new wedges. Whoa. That one is in the deep wabash. So, came from the inside on that one a little bit. Big sky toe. The fairway woods of the early 2010s, I can't say are the most forgiving. That was 175 in the air, 186 total. Didn't really get a reading on it because I think it's like 50 yards to the right. So we will have to reload. We'll call that a layup. We got a little bit under it. This is a pretty small profile head that has a very shallow face. So when not in a perfect lie, we run into some issues, but that was 172 in the air, 178 total, full sky ball. Yeah, 26 degrees for a 15-degree fairway wood. This is probably a club that we don't need to be hitting off the deck or going for the green with. I could learn a thing or 10 about laying up for position's sake. So yeah, let's save this one for off the tee shots moving forward. Port Stewart is really, really cool. I think for like a sleepy beach town to be home to several amazing golf courses is just like very charming. But you know, you get out here and then it's kind of gnarly. It's like a hard course. There can be a lot of wind. There can be a lot of rain. That part's not very charming. A little more than we wanted for our third shot here. 135 to the middle of the green, which typically would be like a 9-iron for me, but if you can see here, there's quite a bit of wind. And we just want to keep the ball low. So I'm gonna club up twice to a 7-iron. We've got our Titleist 962B irons that we picked up from Andrew Morris Golf Shop. These are a lot shinier than your average 962B because they were refurbished and polished. We are playing with the original grips, which it's cool that they're original, but they are quite slippery and firm. So let's swing easy, keep the ball on line. We didn't do either of those things. We did not keep the ball on the ground, and we did not keep it on line because we didn't finish the swing. So we're gonna hit another one. But another thing that to mention is that I think these era of golf clubs, I think just like turf conditions have changed in general in golf. As you can see, with most of our 962B sets at home, the leading edge is very, very sharp, and there just like isn't much bounce here. So that is going to encourage a lot of digging, basically make it harder to get through the turf, which isn't a bad thing, but it does put a premium on ball striking. So we need to strike the ball better than that. That is on the green, not the right part of the green. But we were able to keep the ball out of the wind for the most part and set ourselves up for a birdie putt. So let's go do that. So we're not on the green. We are just off the back left side of the 13th hole here at the Strand course. Mounds and bounds and all sorts of fun breaks and turns in this putt. Overall, it is downhill, and we are going from right to left. And we probably have to hit this a little harder here than we would at home, which is not a bad thing. We are testing out our George Nichols putter. This is a heel shafted blade, and it's got a lot of cool things about it. It's got a long hosel here. It's got a ferrule on it, which is not normal for putters, so having a ferrule on the putter is pretty cool. We have like an original grip right grip and everything, and all we have to do is get this ball started online. And another thing we're not used to doing is playing for the wind on a putt. Sit a little. Okay, maybe not as slow as we thought. There is a little downhill part of this, but I don't know, these like heel shafted putters, it's obviously important to hit the middle of the face. And so when making that big of a swing, it's a bit harder, but try to clean this up a bit. Wider stance like Padraig Harrington, try to make sure that the wind doesn't blow us over. All right, that's a bogey. All right, 14th hole, par 4, 430 yards, so kind of a beast. Got to get this one in play. We are using the Ping IST Tour driver, trying to play a little cut up against the wind, although the wind has died down a little bit. That is roasted. Yo! What the hell was that? All right, anyway. 226 in the air, 246 total. We're gonna do a little walking off. I believe that went further than 246. 2,800 RPMs of spin, pretty optimal. Maybe the wind kind of knocked it out of the air a little bit, but that is probably the best shot I've hit in like 3 weeks. So, pretty stoked on that. We found the fairway. Like I said, probably one of the better shots of the trip so far. 167 into the green. I think that means that we hit the drive like 260. It's pretty good for a driver of that age. We are severely downwind and coming off the right. There is a little pot bunker down there, but I think that for a shot that I normally hit like an 8 or a 7 iron, we are gonna club up to the 6. Try to keep the ball low again, I don't really care about where the ball ends up. We just need the ball on the ground and scooting up to the green. I think we can probably get away with carrying this only like 140 and it would do the trick.
Listen to you! With all that chat, I love to hear it! That's the human mode! Look around the lake, the sea, the bunkers, the green, the dunes! I love to see it! But when you get down to hit the ball, that's the animal mode! I need you to convert all you've seen and make a model in your brain, because only then can you not be guiding the ball. I need you dancing with the ball. I need you to make a model form in your brain, and then all of this could fade away. For all intents and purposes, this could all become black, all become dark. Then it needs to be just you and the ball. And then you're dancing with the ball. Whoa. Ah. In perfect harmony, you and the ball. And then you hope with the course. Therefore.
He makes a really good point.
The
I need to be dancing with the ball.
Is the target. Woo!
Wow. That was a bit strange. Definitely took my mind off of how bad that shot was. We hit that 123 in the air, 136 total, which is kind of what we were looking for, although when hitting knockdown shots like that, you have to remember to finish the swing, which I did not do. So we missed that a little to the right, but you can look at numbers all day, all you want. But in links golf, you just got to keep the ball in front of you, keep it on the ground, and you know, keep it in that general area, and hopefully figure out how to get up and down. We were getting the chance to test out this 54-degree Ping Glide Gorge wedge that we picked up from Mega Golf for about 50 pound. We are using the 54 because we've drawn a pretty good lie here, considering that we missed the green considerably. But luckily, just like a nice, easy runway to the green. We have a ton of uphill green to work with, and obviously gonna ignore this pot bunker here. Wow, that's so firm. That is still so long. So I thought we took enough loft there to maybe have a bit of a softer landing, but we've got about 15 feet for par. See if we can get our George Nichols to see some action. It's not much telling me that this putt isn't straight. We do have to play a little bit of the wind, which is going this way. I think just like firm center cup should do the trick. There we go. Hey, you're that guy.
Hey, when you're speed golf the last 3 holes with me, what club would you use to get around 18 holes if you only had one club? You need to work on your trust of your implement.
When we're speed golfing or golfing, we're golfing. I mean, what you run, you walk, what's the difference? I get the 5-year-old here on the pitch and they mill it along. We're humans, we run.
So how long have you been playing golf, speed golf? When did you realize that you were fast? What was the moment?
I took it up when I was 8, I fell in love with it when I was 12. I got the blue jumper to show it.
Yeah.
I was reading about the fellas over there in the west coast of the States playing speed golf. It jumped off the magazine page. Chris Smith, Tim Scott, all the lads, Jay Larson down there on the west coast. And I got the chance to go over to the States and play over in Bandon Dunes. And it was on that time, I was on the 16th, and I was telling you, time slowed down. I had a conversation with myself in the swing. How easy is this? This is so easy. Let's see how relaxed I can be to the point at impact I'm gonna flop on the ground. And the ball was on, I swear, the ball felt like it was on the face for about 30 seconds. And inside I was That's the vibe. And how is this relevant? Because that's the zone. That's what we're trying to get into the zone here on the course.
Great
I
point.
found it by running. And I hope you find it too. You might find it today running. You might find it by any other means. But you have to experiment with the noggin and get yourself into the spot.
Okay, we've got a par 3 in front of us. But you said that you don't really check yardages, so you're just going off of feel.
I eyeball her when I'm speed golfing for obvious reasons.
Sure.
But I just love getting out and eyeballing the course. And I found that us humans were, in my experience, very adept at estimating the distance.
Sure.
Now things are a little bit different. You've got the full set of clubs.
Yeah, you've got 5.
Now they're probably, what are they? Probably late 90s. They
Yeah.
got David Duval written all over them.
Absolutely.
And let's see if you can get a little Duval fade in here or a draw onto the wind. But I've only got the 4.
Okay,
So looking at her now, she's a ripper of a 7-iron.
I'd say.
And I haven't had breakfast yet. So that's out of the question. So I'm going to be hitting driver here, Bill
Okay, alrighty.
And I'm going to have her coming into the wind, slow her down, and let's see if we can get the wind taking her at the end. And now let's see if we can go into the animal and give it the old dance with the ball.
Oh my God.
Steady, babe. Steady for me. Steady. Do that thing you do for me. Stay there, babe. Sit. When I pulled her off, she was always coming in hot. So I'm grateful for that lesson, because next time I'm here, well, we might get the 7-iron and give her the Arnold Palmer and adjust the loft sneaky in the paw. But next time I'm here with the driver and Cole, you have the chance to live through me. Because what did Hogan say? You go to school on the Buddy Marooch. Next time I'm gonna be more like, whah.
I wasn't very good at school. But we can give it a shot.
Well, you're top of the class now. Let's see
I'm
what you got.
gonna try the 6-iron. Tons of wind. And we've learned that the leading edges on these irons are very sharp, so we've got to try to be really shallow here. That is not gonna cut it. We are wide right. That was 143 in the air, 150 on the ground, 7,000 RPMs of spin. We were really just trying to keep everything down low and under the wind, but unfortunately we just got that a little too high up in the air. All right, I think we're just off the back to the right.
We're both just off the right, yeah. All things considered, the results were decent.
Yeah. So not too bad. We are pin high, so we judged the wind correctly. And now we're getting the chance to test out our 60 degree that we got from Mega Golf. We don't have a ton of landing area here because we're below the green. You know, we're not hitting to the length of the green, and we're also into the wind. So I want to use this 60 degree to create spin for the ball to land softer, but it still does need to cut through that wind a bit. So we're gonna try to play one kind of mid trajectory. See if we can get up and down. Kind of like that. Get it. All right.
I think all things considered, I did rather well there. We've a long putt left, but when you get into the hard stuff, it's just, you can't get too cutesy with her. You gotta give her the full rip if at all possible. A trusted club is designed by the fellas there the whole time making these sticks. Let's move on and see if we can hold a raker.
Good by
Grateful
me.
for the pace, huh?
Good by me.
I like to tap her in.
Yeah.
In or out, bud?
Oh, for speed's sake, let's leave it in. Oh. We gotta get going.
Right, let's get moving, bud.
That's our episode. We are just wrapped up at Port Stewart Golf Club. Here on the Strand course, we got to test out some pretty cool clubs that we got from our shops yesterday. All in all, I think it's a really, really cool set. There are things that I would change about it, but you know, I'm not used to playing a lot of links golf, so maybe these can be taken home back to Los Angeles and tinkered with and kind of fine-tuned my game. But I guess we'll start from the bottom of the bag. I'm pretty happy about this putter. We got the George Nichols putter. This is going to be more of a souvenir than anything. This is very difficult to putt with. A heel shafted putter, very, very light in the hand, so not a ton of feel. But you know, when the grass is, you know, as long and as manicured the way that it is here for link style golf, you know, having a little more of a hand feel is good. So for sentimental sake, I'd give it an A. It's just a really cool piece to have, and we got it for a great price, and I can't wait to take it home and maybe put like a cool ferrule on it, and honestly probably keep the original grip on it, even though it's a little shot. It feels cool. So the rest of the bag was made up of a 2 wedge set. We got the Rack 60 degree and the Ping Glide Gorge 54 degree. We used these both in you know, situations around the green. We didn't get the chance to hit them out of the bunker just yet. But the bounce situation in the grass here at Port Stewart was great. Great turf interaction. We got up and down with ease, and we got these for a deal as well. I think we ended up spending a total of £70 for both of these, so 30 and 40 each. And yeah, still tons of life in the groove, so we're happy with those. Belle of the ball are these Titleist 962Bs. These were really, really cool. We picked these up from Andrew Morris Golf. You would never see irons like this in this condition. These have obviously been refurbished, they've been refinished. They took some steel wool and brushed these up to make them really shiny when they were used to be kind of like a space gray, more matte satin finish. Really, really interesting club head. We've obviously seen the likes of 962Bs in the past where the leading edge is really sharp and not so much bounce. These sorts of clubs in conditions like these can be difficult because you're not necessarily supposed to dig so much and take such big divots here at links style golf courses. Another thing that was cool in the shop were these corded tour wrap title scripts. They are all original, but even though they look cool, these were just a little too crusty, I think. And so something that I might take home and change out. I do feel like we were losing the club a little bit at the top of the swing, not being able to finish just because we weren't really sure where the hands were. Overall, awesome clubs though. Definitely going to be the only person in my foursome with clubs like these. We did end up getting this Callaway X Hot Tour fairway wood. This is a 15 degree bore through construction. It's got the little hot melt port there, and it came with the Fujikura Tour Platform Series shaft. This is probably something that we would hit off the tee, not normally something we'd hit off the deck. Maybe take some getting used to, but a very, very cool pickup for the price. And then two of my favorites are these head covers. These are the Ping IST Tour head covers, and hiding under them are the Ping IST Tour driver and 5-wood. These feel awesome. Definitely not your traditional persimmon golf club head shape, but you know, Ping is known for pushing boundaries, and these are really cool with like a little lacquered in logo, and you know, we can clean these up a bit and get them looking nice for the shop. So. But again, what really sold me were the head covers. I love these kind of faded vintage faux fur head covers. They come with the patented tag and everything. And if anything, we just look cool out there on the course. So yeah, overall, great bag. I'm excited to take them home and see how they perform back at home. And of course, this episode would be nothing without our very own Speed Golf Rob. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure to come out. I have to say, there's a few fellas rambling around the local towns at the haircut. This is the in-style haircut with the fellas.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Ping woods. They must be the last company probably holding out with a bit of persimmon.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit. Some say I'm a bit crusty myself, and I've been around and I've got a good bit of feedback. But you gotta love the old core group.
Absolutely.
Love what you're doing with the old clubs. And
Thank you.
fair play to you.
Love what you're doing. Thank you so much again for having us.
A1 fellas. I'm gonna trot off now. I'll see you in the summer.
Okay. All right. There goes that man.